I just finished reading the book Penny from Heaven by Jennifer L. Holm, and it's about an 11-year-old girl who dreams of her summer being filled of butter pecan ice cream, baseball, and swimming, and her mom doesn't let her go swimming because she thinks she can get polio. So she doesn't really get to go swimming in the summer. And her father died of sickness, so both sides of her family never really talk. And her mom is dating the milkman. And Penny's summer didn't really turn out the best she wanted it. And in this interview, I will be Penny. And let's get to it.
Okay, what is it like having your uncle live in a car?
I like it because I think it makes my uncle unique. But sometimes some kids laugh at me because they don't think it's normal, but to me it is.
Do you like having your mom dating the milkman?
At first I didn't like it because I didn't think he would be like my dad. But now I do because he always brings me ice cream and he's always nice to me like a dad.
When you were with Frankie, you got your arm stuck in a ringer. Tell us what happened.
I was really scared because I didn't know what was going to happen, and when I tried to scream, nothing would come out. But finally, Frankie turned around and ran and got Uncle Dominic, and I was rushed to the hospital.
You almost died while you were at the hospital. Tell us about that experience.
I was feeling different than what I usually felt because I didn't know what was happening. Then I heard my dad's voice say, "My Penny." And that's when I knew I was dying. But then I thought of the best thing about dying would be that I would get to finally see my father. I knew he would be waiting for me. We would go to a parade, have ice cream, and go to a Dodgers game. But then I opened my eyes, everyone was shouting, and I knew I was still alive.
How were you feeling when you figured out your dad died?
Well, it all started when my Uncle Dominic got the finest radio there was, and he gave it to my dad as a present, and then the next day, the FBI knocked on our door and said that the Italians couldn't have that kind of radio. So they took my Uncle Dominic and my dad away, and then a couple days later, they returned my Uncle Dominic but kept my dad, and they took my dad to a camp, and he died there because of sickness. So I kind of felt mad at my Uncle Dominic at first, but then I noticed it wasn't his fault. He just got the radio and he didn't know that the Italians couldn't have it. So I don't think it's really anyone's fault.
Did both sides of your family ever get back together?
Yes, they did. My mother invited them to eat with us, and we all came together and laughed and had a great time. And thank you for watching the Penny from Heaven interview. Hope you read it. I highly recommend it.